So we had the Warriors, that is the Road Warriors, which is basically their G League team. Jalen Williams with the three-pointer to get off the hot start for the OKC Thunder, as well all of the teams seem to do against the Warriors. But the Warriors, to be fair to them, as they usually do also, did cut it back instantly and tied it here with 4:24:26 remaining. But in the end, Thunder continued to be too comfortable and the Warriors let them be too comfortable. Here's a buzzer beater for the piece in the first quarter. I mean, as a team, of course, not that he had for the piece. And then Steph here gets the tough layup to go, gives the Warriors the lead actually. And we were going back and forth. And then this happened. Jordan Poole doesn't pass it to Draymond, who was asking for the ball. Clayton passes it to essentially Draymond, who gave up on the play actually. Here you're gonna see it a little bit again, and yeah, they somehow actually don't even score on this play. And Draymond is still nowhere to be seen, man. He really threw Tantrum. And I think that just shows the disconnect between the young guys and the veterans and everything. Here's Lou Dort pulling up in his face. He threw Tantrum and proceeded to get absolutely cooked on defense all night long, which is just disgusting. Steph turns around before it goes in. He was shooting lights out, man. He had 10 3-pointers. Could you even tell? He had 10 threes, man, and it didn't matter. Josh Giddey to Isaiah Joe, who's one hell of a shooter himself, gives the Thunder another big lead, and the Thunder would hold on from here. Isaiah Joe, man. The distance is crazy, right? And he's just that guy, I suppose. And the Warriors gave up once again 137 points on the road. Still 7 wins only on the season on the road. And they still have 9 road games to go, which is gonna be pain. But maybe they'll finally turn it around, right? We are still waiting on that switch. Yeah, it's nasty. It's really nasty. Shea, 33 points, wasn't spectacular, but he got his and was great in the fourth quarter. Josh Giddey was the guy tonight though. 17, 11 and 17 on only 3 turnovers. He was absolutely slicing us up. And the bench, Dario Saric had a great game, 14 and 5. He had a really solid 15 minutes in there, especially in that third quarter where he single-handedly basically pushed the game back to a 10-point game. Ousmane Dieng had a great game, and Isaiah Joe hit those 3 threes there and essentially sealed the Warriors' fate. Shout out Jalen Williams, also solid. Aaron Wiggins had a solid game. And overall, they just were too comfortable on the court, it felt like. They had only 15 turnovers, which is solid. They out-rebounded us really well, which, I mean, they don't have that much of a size difference, but they still out-rebounded us by 10 plus rebounds. Shot the ball especially well, 46% from the three-point line, 17 threes made, which to comparison to our Warriors is 20. Is just great, especially when you consider that the fact that the Warriors shot 51 threes. And they, for some reason, always do this. Even though they were essentially getting anything they wanted in the lane and with layups, when you don't count Steph's and Clay's three-pointers, they were 5 of 27 or something like that. 20 of 51, man. Why do we shoot 53s on the road, for God's sake? I would understand it maybe at home, but what is going on in that locker room and with the mentality on the road, man? I just don't get it. They had 21 turnovers, which at this point is not surprising, and it's just nasty. Dante didn't have a great game, unfortunately. He had a solid overall game, but didn't shoot the ball well. Jonathan Kuminga, I thought, played sensational game. 21, 3 and 2 with 2 steals. Could have had a little more boards, but he played really well offensively. Draymond, 11 and 11 assists, just 1 rebound. And he threw the Tantrum. He was still okay, but he got absolutely cooked in that second half, man. He was getting cooked by everyone on the Thunder, which is nasty. Steph had 40, 6 and 7. He was really good. Clay was really solid shooting-wise. The bench wasn't great. And you have Jordan Poole, who turns into, I don't know, man. He just shoots fadeaway three-pointers and doesn't drive to the basket, I guess, since when he's on the bench for some goddamn reason. Good forsaken reason. And that's nasty. That's just simply nasty. And he needs to be better. And he got a tag for throwing the ball off the bounce to the ref, which was something. The refs in this game were absolutely atrocious. Horrible calls, especially in the third quarter. There were so many illegal screen calls. And once, I'm not just trying to prove my Warrior bias right here, but Lou Dort got a illegal screen call when he literally wasn't even screening. I don't know. This ref ball was absolutely insane and disgusting. I don't know what the hell I just watched with these refs, but they were nasty. And it was weird, man. It was really weird to watch. The Warriors continue to be a horrible team on the road. For some reason, they just let teams get too comfortable. They just let NBA players get too comfortable from the three-point line, which leads to them have to oversell on the three-point line once they finally lock in, and it leads to wide open layups and lanes with no rim protection, essentially, except for Draymond, who, if he's not throwing a tantrum, is obviously a great rim protector, but it just doesn't feel right with the Warriors on the road, and probably won't this year. Is it the Draymond punch, maybe?